Hey everyone, that is weird. So I set my camera up earlier, of course, and according to what the video would look like, and I'm guessing that if you go to do a video from Facebook, it does not have the same setup as if you were to use it from your phone, if that makes sense. I don't know if it makes sense. If you were to set up the video on your, use the video camera on your phone just willy-nilly as opposed to, just on Facebook, or going, I forgot what I was saying. Yep, that's what it is. Anyway, yeah. Anyway, so if you were to use the video from your camera as opposed to starting it on Facebook, I'm thinking the settings are different because I set it up last night, ready to go, and it appears that it's different. Anyway, yeah. Video problems. How are y'all doing? It is May 20th. May 20th. And I'm super excited about this evening because it's one of my favorite recipes. And when I do these, that means I am left with an awesome treat in my fridge for the next few days. And that's about how long, probably less than that it will take for me to eat it. You know what's funny when you get a haircut? Everything looks all well and good, but then you have all these little baby hairs that come in. Yeah, there you go. Like I said, May 20th. Hope y'all are doing well. Hope y'all had a great weekend. I don't know if you saw when I posted at 5 o'clock, 30 minutes to go. Montana has not gotten the summer is nearby memo because the high today is only like near, I think we hit 40. I do think we hit 40. But they should not be saying snow in the forecast. We're not getting snow. We're not getting snow. But northern Montana high elevations, about an hour from us, those that have come to visit us, the Beartooth Pass, about an hour from us. If you drive to the highest elevation of that, guess what? They're getting snow, which is funny because they're expecting it to open at the end of May, Memorial Day weekend. And this cold weather has snow coming in. It just blows my mind that summer is like in a month. We should be seeing all the aspects of summer, and winter is making its presence. Hey, Rosemary. Yeah, so we're not getting any snow, but I would not be surprised if we saw flurries in the next day or so. We've got rain over the next week. Temps are 40s or so. Montana blows my mind. And just to waste a little bit more time, to give people time to join if they want. I know there were a couple of big series finales this past week. I am not a Game of Thrones fan or watcher. Well, I'm not a watcher, so I can't be a fan. But I was laughing at all the people's comments and posts coming in yesterday because it seemed everybody's post, everybody's comments when it came to Game of Thrones, to me were the same comments that I had when Lost ended. When the whole Lost finale ended, and you're like, that's how they're going to end the show? That's a crap out or cheap out or whatever. Yeah. So I kind of chuckled last night when the Game of Thrones fans, I guess their comments were rolling in. But Big Bang Theory, my most favorite. I was fine Thursday night when it ended. I was fine with the finale. I was pleased with the finale. There was nothing in the finale that I think they left out. I think they left everything off, and it's one of the very few shows that have ended, and I've been pleased with how they've ended the show. It didn't hit me until the next night, because every single night, 9 o'clock, because between 9 and 10 o'clock before our evening news, we watch 2 reruns of Big Bang. It wasn't until the next night when it hit us that we've seen there is all to have when it comes to Big Bang. Like, there will be no more. It wasn't until we were watching the reruns that it hit us that we were like, crap. The show that makes us laugh the most is gone. And I kind of have it, you know, Philip and I were laughing this weekend because I told him I have a tier of, you know, if during the day, because I tend to have the TV on in the background. I have a tier of shows that I will keep running in the background because I find them more entertaining than others. Big Bang Theory is always number 1. Weird, but Mike and Molly is like the next one. After that, it kind of, you know, goes kind of crazy. Friends, and then Will and Grace. Those two kind of flip-flop back and forth depending on which season it is. And then we go into, you know, other shows and everything. But I was fine with Big Bang. And like you, Rosemary, I did not think I was going to cry at all. I was good until that last 10 minutes. I knew that they were going to find a way to get it out of us. But that last 10 minutes. And I know there's probably still some people that haven't seen it yet, so I don't want to do any kind of spoilers or anything. But side note, how long is a spoiler not a spoiler? How long do we wait before we can talk about it and it's not a spoiler anymore? Curious. But anyways, no, the last 10 minutes of Big Bang, perfect. Like I said, I was very, 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 very happy with the finale of it. And if you don't watch Young Sheldon, you should. Because Philip and I, we analyze everything, and we have been taking pieces of the whole Young Sheldon series and relating it to Big Bang. And now, with that last episode of Young Sheldon, and they set it up for Big Bang. If you're not watching Young Sheldon, please do. I would hate for them to get canceled because lack of viewers. If you love Big Bang, you're going to love Young Sheldon. It's not the typical, you know, comedy that, you know, you have the live audience and everything. But it's so good. Especially if you like, you know, prequels and all that kind of stuff. Alright, long rant. Not rant, or whatever. I'm kind of the same way. Give a week. Movies a month. And the reason why I say that is because this morning on the 3rd hour of today, Dylan Dreyer, who I love. I actually have like a little lady crush on her. She was talking about how she was in the middle of the 5th season of Game of Thrones, and they were talking about the finale last night, and she was just like, no, and she put like earphones on because she didn't want any spoilers. And I'm like, but you can't start a series like years after and then expect people to keep it quiet. I mean, so anyway, she was like super paranoid that she was going to get a spoiler. Okay, here we go. Tonight, a strawberry themed night. It's one of my favorite nights. Strawberry shortcake martini. First up, 2 ounces of cake vodka, 2 ounces of cream liqueur. Now, when I say cream liqueur, I am assuming rum chata works in that. I'm not sure what other cream liqueurs there are, but to me, I mean, it says it's a Caribbean rum with real dairy cream liqueur or whatever. So 2 ounces cake vodka, 2 ounces cream liqueur, 1/4 cup fresh or frozen strawberries. I'm going with frozen because it's in our recipe this evening. I got 1/4 cup fresh or frozen, and then you need 1/4 cup. Yes, 1/4 cup, half and half. Obviously, this is going to make more than for one person, but it doesn't matter. I think strawberries got to be one of my favorite fruits. I go between strawberries and pineapple. Anyway, okay, strawberry shortcake martini. Shake it up. Give it a good 20-30 seconds. And pour. I'm going to be sad if that's all it gives me because it was like 2, 4. It's like 5.5, 6 ounces of alcohol or drink. Anyway, here we go. Woo! Yay! 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 That is a good one. Yes, 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 yes. I would add a little bit more strawberry, or before you put your strawberries into the shaker, really, mash them up a bit. Get all that, those juices going. It needs a touch more strawberry. Oh my goodness. Yes, I could have used Bailey's. I didn't think about that. I guess I will have to make one here again in a minute with the Bailey's. See if that changes things up. Yes. Awesome. Okay, tonight's recipe. Okay, is one of my favorites. Seriously, I make this at least once a summer. Every single time I've made it for any kind of potluck or event or anything, it is gone before the end of the event and or party, whatever. And I'm always sad that I don't have any to take home. So simple, less than 10 bucks to make. I could probably even lower that down. But and it's one of those literally you can customize however which way you want. All you really need is I'm going to go through and I'm going to read the yes, I'm going to have to, Rosemary. You know I will. And what's funny is the husband messaged me a little while ago. They've got a new general sales manager, I guess, coming in for an interview. So he's taking him out to dinner this evening. So he won't be home anytime soon, which means I don't have to do dinner. So that means I can play around with martini recipes here in a bit. So I'm going to go ahead and apologize for any post y'all see later from Drunken Manda. Okay, for the first thing before you do this strawberries and cream trifle, you need to do a some pudding. Some plain old basic 3 cups of vanilla pudding. And I say do that first just to give it a little bit of time to, set up. But let me read you the ingredients. You need 1 angel food cake. Now, I have a problem here. Besides the fact that I just threw a whole bunch of cake or pudding mix on the counter. Okay. Shortcake versus angel cake versus pound cake. I I've done this in the past, I think, with pound cake. I've just bought pound cake. I've just gone to the store and bought pound cake. The problem with buying pound cake is, if you haven't noticed, it costs quite a bit to buy just a pound cake. You can buy a box, you know, a cake mix box for like 94 cents and make a pound cake yourself. So I made the box I grabbed was angel food cake because the recipe actually calls for 1 angel food cake. So I made that and it did not come out like I had planned, but it's gonna work because it's that simple. So 1 angel food cake, shortcake, pound cake, something in that vicinity. You need 24 ounces of frozen strawberries sliced with the sugar added. You can buy the containers of them at Walmart, like that. It's actually 23.2 ounces. And I will go ahead and tell you, with this recipe, the exact measurements don't matter. It depends on the size of your container. I've made it in something this big before, and I've needed a whole lot more pound cake and strawberries and everything. I'm making it tonight in this, and I'm not gonna need as much. So, depending on how big your container is how much you're gonna need. It also depends on how many layers you want. So, exact measurements don't matter. You just wanna make sure you have enough for everything. So, 1 angel food cake, 24 ounces of frozen strawberries with sugar, 3 cups of sugar-free vanilla pudding. Mine's not sugar-free, I just grabbed vanilla pudding. 16 ounces of whipped cream. I bought more because I like whipped cream. And if you want, fresh strawberries for a garnish. I'm gonna set that pudding to the side. So I've got a bowl. Now I'm gonna do this first. What am I gonna do? Okay, I'm going to, and really, it's this simple. This is the, I made angel food cake yesterday. And it did not come out the way it has in the past, but it's still gonna work. But like I said, this is one of those like really, like I said, simple. All you're gonna do, seriously, is you're just making layers of what you want. So you're doing a layer of strawberry, or you're doing a log. Okay, y'all already know I have a drink or two before this whole thing. So I'm gonna go ahead and apologize for that. But all right. So what you're gonna do? This is your layers. So you are gonna layer in some angel food cake. You're just gonna crumble it up. There's no rhyme or reason to it. Crumble it up. Put it in there like that. Then you are going to take your pudding. I don't know if it has set yet. It is almost. It's good enough. You're going to take your pudding and put it across the top. Now, if you are doing this and you want it to be really pretty for a party, you can actually take your time and set it up all pretty and everything. You can if you want. It's not that big of a deal. But it's one of those that is actually, if you take the time and set it up really pretty, it can be really pretty. And you can use fresh strawberries if you like. Okay, so we got cake, we got pudding. Next up is strawberries. And I actually lied because I was too diverted. It's cake and then strawberries. And then pudding. I screwed up. The strawberries are supposed to seep into the cake. I haven't had that much to drink, y'all. Anyway, but like I said, it's one of those things. It ain't that deep. You're just going to put some strawberries, their juices and all, into it. Put a layer in there like that. So we got cake. We're going to pretend the strawberries are there. Then the pudding. Then we're going to take the whipped cream. I've said this in the past. I can eat whipped cream straight out of the container because it is my favorite. I don't know why. There is absolutely no nutritional value to it. Anyway, there you go. And all you're going to do is you're just going to layer and layer and layer until your ingredients run out. So we have got that. Then I'm going to take some more pound cake. Yes, Bethany. I actually have this as a note at the end. This is one of those that is super easy for you to customize. If you want to do lemon cake and then maybe use blueberries, you could totally do that. I was thinking chocolate cake and cream cheese pudding, and then crushed peanut butter cups. Seriously, like I said, this is one of those desserts that is super easy to customize according to what, you know, your event is or whatever. So now I'm going to do, like I'm supposed to, the strawberries. And I have people texting me right now. Am I like breaking all of the laws or something of... I'm not someone that cooks often, so if I were breaking the cooking laws, that would not surprise me. If you wanted to use fresh strawberries, you could totally like layer them really nice and everything in there. That way so it's all pretty. You could. Okay, and then after strawberries, because I got myself mixed up. Okay, pudding. Like I said, it depends on the size of your dish. If you have a large dish, you're going to need more of each ingredient. Like I said, I typically make it in this, and it takes 3 to 4 times the recipe. But I ain't ever upset about it because it is so good. And then, okay, so where am I at now? Pudding, whipped cream. And what's funny is the recipe that I have says that the person used slightly less than 16 ounces of whipped cream. I don't even know how that's possible, because I would use it all. Now, obviously, I would probably end it about now because it is close to the top, but I'm not going to do that because I still have ingredients left. So, here we go, a little bit more pound cake. Yes, again, if you are doing a holiday type thing, so, I'm sorry it takes me a bit to look up Cyril's comments. If you're doing a holiday thing, like Rosemary said, red, white, and blue. Red, white, and blue. Super easy. All it is changing out the flavors of your pudding and what fruit you're adding. And that's about it. I mean, seriously, that's about it. And, okay, I've made myself like a huge old mess. Okay, so I got my cake. Next is the last of the strawberries. I'm going to open up because I bought 2 of them because I needed some for the martini. But I'm going to pour that last little bit there. I'm going to open up this one. And oh, I'm so excited because, oh, and I'm just going to look like a murder scene in here. I'm so excited because the husband doesn't even like strawberries. So you know who gets to eat all of this by herself. Yep, that's right. It is all mine. Hey, so that's really all you're doing is you're just layering. Let those strawberries soak into, I'm just going to put them all in here because guess what? I don't have any other reason to hold on to them. Like I said, measurements don't really matter. It's really soupy looking, but guess what? It's one of those that is gonna be so awesome. Okay, that, and then I'm supposed to add, oh crud, pudding. I'm not gonna have as much left. That's okay. Yep, that's okay. That's all we got. And then just like that. And then if you want, you could totally garnish with real strawberries on the top. Make it look all fancy, like you know, spent like, I got stuff spilling off the sides here. I can do that because nobody can be eating it but me. But, and you know, these are things that I worry about. When I taught pre-K, I had to take a food handling class every 2 years. So I am like highly aware of food safety. But anyway, I got strawberry juice dripping everywhere. But it looks so all sorts of gorgeous and pretty. And by looking at my timer, I only got 4 minutes or 3 minutes, so I can't sit here and like talk about how gorgeous and pretty it is. But y'all get it. Like, y'all know where I'm gonna be the next couple of days. Yeah. Alright. Alright. Anyway, seriously, that's it. Then you stick it in the fridge. Let it just sit and absorb all of those awesome juices and flavors for the next 4 hours at the minimum. But overnight is best, because then that pound cake and everything on the inside just gets, it just absorbs everything. But like I said, you could totally put dollops of whipped cream on the top and stick some fresh strawberries on it. Looks so fancy schmancy, and looks like you paid a bundle for it, and you spent less than a couple bucks. Less than 10 bucks or so on it. And it's something that will feed the entire, party, and everybody will leave like, ooh, I wonder what that was. So simple. No baking. Awesome. Like I said, do lemon cake and blueberries, chocolate cake, cream cheese, pudding, crushed peanut butter cups. Play around with it. It ain't that deep. Super simple. Hey, next week. What are we doing next week? What are we doing next week? Next week is going to be kind of random, because, and I've already had a couple people like ask, why are you doing this? Pool noodles. It's a staple of summer. But they've got so many like alternate uses. So many ways you can use them around your home, with the kids. They will easily simplify your life in so many ways, and you don't even know it. So next Monday night, we are talking alternative uses for pool noodles. And I need y'all not to roll your eyes. I need y'all not to think I'm crazy, because guess what? Some of these are genius. Some of these are pretty darn awesome, and you're going to wish that you had thought of that beforehand. Just saying. So, with all that being said, oh wait, the Daydream Martini is next weekend. So, next week. So, next week, Daydream Martinis and alternative uses for those pool noodles. And that's about it. If you make this glorious yumminess, let me know. I want to hear what you think. If you do something similar, let me know. I will share. Send me your pins. If you're on Pinterest and see a pin I should try, you got any ideas for Facebook Live, follow me on Instagram, YouTube, all those lovely, lovely social media places. Give me some love, please, 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 please. I love y'all dearly. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with me this evening. And I will see y'all next Monday night. Bye, y'all.